People in Canada plan to visit Fort McMurray today after it was largely destroyed by fire last week. They're finally turning a corner in the fight against the huge wildfire that's burned more than 600 square miles. Helicopters dropped loads of water on the fire in the western province of Alberta. Firefighters are hoping cooler temperatures over the next several days will help them put out hot spots. They hope to begin assessing the damage there soon. The town has the most extensive damage, causing almost 90,000 people to evacuate.
All I thought.
5:06 in What's News today. Roanoke City Council expected to vote on the city budget. The proposed $281 million budget for fiscal year 2017 includes increased money for schools and money to buy police body cameras. If approved, the plan would also include changes to the rental rates for city athletic fields. That meeting starts at 2 in the municipal building. Salem City Council holding a public hearing on the city's next budget. The nearly $76 million budget is a 2% increase from the current year. Salem City Schools will receive $21.8 million. Water rates increase by 3%. City staff will receive a 2.5% pay increase. The Lynchburg City School Board holding a work session tonight. Board members reviewing the student discipline policy as part of the self-study that started after signing the voluntary resolution agreement with the Office for Civil Rights. The meeting starts at 5:30 at the school administration building.
The Franklin County will be various lane closures along the north and southbound lanes of Route 11. This is so construction crews can mark the pavement in order to change the traffic pattern, which starts tomorrow and lasts through the summer.
Big changes coming to that area.
Yes,
you've seen it over the last several months and finally going to see more of it.
Even more progress.
Well, if you ever wanted to eat like New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, you're in luck. The athlete released a limited edition nutrition manual through his fitness company, TB12. Now, the cookbook, it's pretty pricey, $200, but it features 89 seasonal recipes, including avocado ice cream and sweet potato gnocchi. The initial printing of the book, it's already sold out. New orders begin shipping in early June. This sounds like a good Father's Day gift.
$200 for a cookbook?
Hey, but you can eat like Tom Brady. I mean, he's in like peak top performance shape. There's a lot of people out there that want to be like that.
I'll stick to $30 and stick to one of the lesser non-sport celebrities. A big super...
New this morning, a man is dead and a police officer recovering from serious injuries after a crash on the way to a crime scene. Investigators say there was a call about gunshots and the Norfolk police officer was on the way to the scene when it slammed into a car at an intersection Saturday night. The police car had its lights and sirens on when the crash happened. You see it there. Police say the driver of the Prius, 79-year-old Robert Kritzinger Jr., died at the scene after pulling out from the intersection and colliding with the car.
Cop was talking.
Service employee.
New this morning, a group of teens could face trespassing charges after being caught climbing the 10-story Landmark Hotel in downtown Charlottesville. Police officers found the 3 teens on one of the upper levels of the abandoned hotel Saturday. Police say all are girls ages 14 to 16. The teens were taken to the police department where their parents picked them up. Safety concerns prompted Charlottesville City Council to take steps towards condemning the building earlier this year.
An investigation's underway this morning. What went wrong?
People in the Star City want to improve what used to be a main road. The Williamson Road Area Business Association is pushing to develop a nearly 55,000 square foot building for restaurants and stores. WSLS 10's Duke Carter explains what's next for the project.
The ultimate goal is to develop
LS 10.
Thanks so much, Aaron. Red Nose Day is coming up. It started in the United Kingdom and came to the United States last year, raising more than $23 million to help kids. You can buy red noses, sunglasses, beads, and more at Walgreens and make a donation. Half of the money will be spent right here in the U.S., and the other half will be spent in some of the poorest communities around the world. $1 provides a meal for a child living in a homeless shelter. $5 provides antibiotics to treat a child with pneumonia. $15 could help keep a child off the street for a week. The Salem Red Sox and Walgreens are teaming up for a special Red Nose event this Friday. The team's president and general manager says it was a challenge when his mom was working minimum wage jobs.
It's something that we've all, as a family, fought for years, and we've been able to raise ourselves up. But it's been a lot of help from a lot of great people, and that's why programs like Feeding America are so important, because that's how we were able to get through at times.
The first 1,000 people into the game Friday will get red noses. Walgreens staff will sell red noses and take donations. Anyone with a red nose, this is really cool, will be allowed on the field after the game to watch the fireworks and take a big group picture that might be featured on NBC stations across the country when the event airs live right here on WSLS 10 on Thursday, May 26th. For more information or tickets, a link to donate, visit our website, WSLS.com. And they have partnered with all sorts of charities right here in the U.S. and across the world to really, this is all about kids, making sure that kids are safe, making sure that kids can eat, making sure that kids can be really lifted out of poverty.
This was an event that started in the United Kingdom years ago and has made its way over to the U.S. and certainly a very worthy event.
Well, we are journeying across 24 Southwest Virginia counties in 20 days as part of the WSLS 10 Virginia Proud Weather Tour.
Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist the law.
New this morning, a Liberty University board member has resigned after publicly criticizing the school's president's endorsement of the presumptive Republican nominee, Donald Trump. Mark DeMoss, who's a former spokesman for Liberty University's founder, the late Jerry Falwell Sr., resigned after several fellow board members took issue with his position. He criticized Jerry Falwell Jr.'s endorsement of Trump in an interview with the Washington Post a day before the Super Tuesday primaries. DeMoss said his critics continue to question whether one of Trump's GOP rivals was behind his criticism, even though he made it clear that was not the case.
Donald Trump meets